What's good, YouTube and Twitch? We've got a knockdown, drag-out brawl hopefully headed your way. We have Uri Diaz, top 4 YCS Atlanta, the last YCS to happen with Kozmo, the lone Kozmo that made the top cut and went all the way. And then we have Grant Wilhelm. He has only been to 2 major events and topped one of them, which is Nationals. Young Duelist at the age of 16. Pretty big up-and-comer, so we should have a pretty good match coming your way. I would think Yuri's sticking with Kozmo. Grant's been playing Pendulum, but I'm not sure what he's bringing to this round. It could be a surprise. So it looks like Uri winning the dice roll. Kozmo pretty versed in going first or second, but looks like he's opting first, probably trying to open tin can and get back at it again. There's Kozmo Town off the start. Probably going to shuffle some cards back since nothing's banished. Yep. Gonna shuffle. Never gonna go Soaker or do anything to Kozmo Town. Dark Destroyer first. That's interesting. So after getting a mulligan of 1 card, Reasoning touches down, and he calls 1, trying not to let him get tin can. That is interesting. And it is, oh, right off the top, Grant, oh my gosh. That's the worst possible outcome for Uri Diaz. Uri. Oh man, not the fucking bits. So Grant gets to start with 6 here, but there is 1 back row. We'll see how he takes care of this. Oh, it's Monarchs. I didn't even notice the no extra. Oh, man. I just saw that. Neither player asking beforehand. Reveals Erebus. It's going to be a 1 trib. This ain't good for Uri. And there's Stormforth. Ouch. I believe the proper turn is ouch for this game. Uri may want to scoop and save resources. Like, not show any text. And there's the 1 tribute. And, oh, it's Speedroid Necros. And he has the warning to stop the shuffle back effect. So, actually, a pretty good comeback here. But he's going to pitch Prime, the optimal card to pitch, to get Erebus back to hand. So access to Erebus again, but it looks like maybe a slow start for himself as well. Oh, and Sword Trooper's touching down. Going to be able to bring back Tin Can, I believe. Yeah, from Graveyard. So he's going to be able to pay 1,000 and summon Tin Can. So really, a comeback hand for Uri here. Like, it does not get much better than that to come back. So he has access to remove and take no damage thanks to Stormforth, and he's going to opt to do that here. And putting a remove Monarch spell is pretty big as well. Ooh, and he's going to be taking damage. This actually stops him from getting hurt too bad because... Well, actually, if he'd waited, possibly he would have gone Destroyer, destroyed itself, and brought out Farm Girl. It would also give him Destroyer to the remove pile, progressing his game state. So I think this situation is actually better for Grant than how it was. Oh man. So yeah, he does have idea, which means he now has access to the Stormforth once tributed. And there's no tag out options for Uri since everything ships on board right now. And he's gonna get access to that Stormforth as well back to hand. Pantheism also going to be accessible. Man, really just strong back and forth for these games. They're really playing more the disruption game than anything. Stormforth's going to allow for disruption. And a lot of people don't give Monarchs credit for that. That's what makes Kozmo so good. It is disruption. Like the disruption play, the ability to like stop your opponent where they are and like use Slip Rider and Dark Destroyer. And Monarch's actually very similar, tributing monsters, getting rid of say Luster Pendulum and other monsters that cause them problems with Stormforth, and taking away those options and also hitting things with Erebus or making a bigger field for defense. He's gonna go ahead and get Escalation. So, sorry, I'm reading something else, guys. Escalation of the Monarchs is flipped, so it's live anytime to basically activate. Yuri's gonna enter the battle phase. He's gonna go ahead, still main phase, hit the slip. Interesting enough. And there's Erebus. And he's gonna hit slip. That's interesting. Slip doesn't go to graveyard. Oh yeah, it's tributed. Never mind. My bad. He's gonna be hitting Kozmo Town or a card from hand. Probably Kozmo. I don't know. Oh, card from hand. It's looking like. And Uri effectively left with 2 cards facing down 2 Erebuses and a Kozmo Town. So there's Tin Can, actually. Probably one of the best cards to have in this situation, as we would call it. And opts to battle phase. And gets one of the best ships, the rammable one, so he's going to take care of one of these on field. Oh man, everybody in the team chat right now. I'm sorry, YouTube and Twitch. So, I wonder what Yuri's face down is here. Because Pantheism's going to get a card for Erebus to pitch, and he's going to have access to Erebus again. Yuri's deck just kind of getting choked here by Monarchs. Oh man, they won't stop. Oh man, I am the most professional commentator that exists in the interwebs. So he's gonna get access to Stormforth again no matter what. Gonna be able to get rid of Slip Rider, gonna be able to pitch for Erebus again. Revealing Kuraz. So I wonder if he does have a card to pitch. Oh man. So Cosmojo effectively going to take away Grant's tribute option from his field if he opts not to use Slip Rider's effect. I can't imagine him not. But he's going to be able to hit a card from field here, or grave. And 1-for-1 touching down as the final card. That's pretty surprising he would activate it here. Okay, it all makes sense now. So he has access to an Erebus on his opponent's turn, effectively wiping him of his last card. He has to wait like Omega, but... Actually, no, this trap is... Well, yeah, he has to wait like Omega. And he can chain here. And there's the scoop. So we're going to game 2. So Speedroid's Tater Top touches down here. He's out to come off board. He gets to overlay here. I wonder what he's going to go into. Looks like Totem Bird. That's pretty surprising. So this is actually pretty good against Grand Stack. He's going to be able to stop any spell or trap. And he has 10 can on top of it. So in a pretty tough place here. Dark Destroyer choking him for tributes, Totem Bird stopping him from being able to activate spells. He's pretty much got a resource around the Totem Bird, and Sword Trooper's actually going to be able to grab him back something from grave here, probably the Farm Girl. He's probably going to push in this turn. Upstart gonna go ahead and give 1,000 here. Another Upstart. So, problems with the deck, obviously. I accidentally did 10,000 instead of 1,000. Tenacity gonna grab him basically any card. He's gonna get 3 Tenacities with this, and Tenacity's gonna grab him whatever he wants. Looks like he's going to opt for Prime Monarch with Tenacity.
Pay 1,000. You can select one so I can type monster, Kozmo monster from graveyard and special summon.
1 for 1, gonna go ahead, special summon another idea. Idea sent to grave as well. Adios pops out. Gets its effect. Pantheism going to draw 2 more. Erebus going to rip a card out of the hand, turn 1. Not really able to tell what he's ripping out here. Only Uri knows at this point. And he's going to go ahead and summon Prime this turn, leaving access to it next turn if it gets destroyed, and has 2 sets. Maybe Escalation Stormforth. There's Regeki. So that Prime being able to be summoned back is very important at this point. This also makes Erebus live in Graveyard. There's Tater Tots again. And before he gets the chance to overlay, he's going to Stormforth here. Summon Prime. Activate Prime. Shuffle back 2 Stormforths. So remember, Stormforth is live. And he's left Uri to overlay here, and Yuri's gonna go ahead and basically get a Scrap Dragon effect here, if it goes through. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and tribute it. Match has been pretty good. We're in game 3. Uri, of course, at very high life points due to upstarts everywhere, but he's playing a Speedroid engine within Kozmo. Very original. He specials Erebus here. Oh, reasoning. I think you have to call 8 at this point. Grant does call 8, and it's Tin Can. So there is a tag out partner for Yuri's hand. And not only a tag out partner, something that's going to get him stuff during the end phase. But there's Erebus, the non-targeting. Yeah, Erebus is a mandatory effect. Matches for this round have been really good, though. MST gonna touchdown, take care of the back row. And there goes warning. Wow, Uri had quite the card there. But MST taking care of it without pitching any resources like Twin Twisters. We see a lot of players starting to go back to it. Pantheism going to remove yet another card for himself as well. And remember, he did shuffle back Stormforths, so he has access to it again. Guaranteed. So Yuri's not going to be able to pretty much stop it. And he's going to get to use the Prime Monarch again here. It's once per turn. So now it's effectively become a pot of greed that gave him resources back. Hey, St. Maddox. An idea effect, that's pretty awesome. And Edios, gonna give him another tribute summon. Stormforth gonna let him tribute without wasting any resource. And Tin Can went to grave. Idea gonna get its graveyard effect. And while Uri has a lot of life points, having 2, 4, 6, 8 cards to 2, this kind of just proves why the Monarch matchup really chokes this deck out at times. Even with his Speedroid engine, it didn't help too much, but he did force a game 3. He did force a lot here. And he gets Tenacity back, getting guaranteed any card he wants. So Grant switching over to the Monarch side. We've seen him play Pendulum almost all last tournament. But he shows that he does it quite effectively. And there's a Vanity's Fiend as well. No special summoning left. And we've seen a Regeki gone. So literally he has to have Dark Hole, and there's almost nothing else to go with it. Yeah, it looks like the admission of defeat. Uri Diaz scooping it up to Zodiac's own ARG, Alexander Flamer, a.k.a. Grant Wilhelm. Vanity's Fiend. I guess he's drawing to see how far the out was. And there it is. That many turns. 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 14 turns. Jeesh. So, congrats to Grant, moving on from round 1. Good matchup. Speedroid Kozmo. We saw some interesting things from it and did force a game 3, but Grant taking it down with his Monarch deck.